so that our audience, we know what they want, but we know that there are a variety of people and there are a variety of what they need. But we all know that life is fast-paced. So the recipes are geared towards that you put everything in the crock pot. When you come home, you have this delicious meal, and you feel like you were the chef. And the people that are using our site, they feel so happy. Like when they're done and they make a recipe and they share it with their family or they bring it to their family or friends or anything, and they're getting those compliments like, oh my goodness, Lauren, this is the best beef stew I've ever had in my life. You feel positive about it. You feel, with cooking, there's love. With cooking, there's people gathering around and talking and connecting. And, we have so many food recipes and food blogs out there. And I think it's also because of the love in it, we're connecting through cooking. And I think what's great is I know what they need, and that's what they're asking for: variety, simplicity, budget, and things just to help, today's environment and economy. So, that's exactly what I think that they need right now. And I can tell. And we love also crowdsourcing. We also want to hear feedback from our fans. We like to hear about, what else do they want us to do to improve, and what didn't they like about the recipe. But, our site, I was telling you a couple of days ago, it's just, it's so positive that even if something goes wrong or someone doesn't like a recipe, they may say, hey, I didn't like that recipe. Maybe add something more organic. And we learn too. And so, not only do I know my audience, but they're also getting to know me. I'm getting to know them, and it's just a great community.
And, I love what you said, because the way our world and our society is constructed is that so much connection, it does happen around food. Whether it's, families having dinners together and holidays and birthdays and celebrations, somehow it often centers around food. And so the healthier we can make that, the better, because without our health, obviously, nothing good is happening. And so to provide that platform for people to be able to be healthy and as you say, in a simplistic way that's not time-consuming, that's not difficult. I know for me personally, I'm probably the only nutritionist in the world that doesn't enjoy cooking. And my criteria for one of my few criteria for recipes, well, one is that it has to all go in one pot. So crock potting is like amazing for me, because if it in more than one potluck, it's not happening. And then not a lot of ingredients, just keeping it simple. And
yeah, and what I love about our recipes is that, say you do have this old time amazing grandma, recipe that might be a little bit more hearty. Instead of maybe, using that recipe of the can of cream and chicken, go out and make your own. Or go to Trader Joe's or one of those amazing Whole Foods or organic stores and change the recipe to what you and your family like, And and that's what I love about it, because we love to offer to all these different varieties. And since we're reaching 8 million people a week, everyone's able to say, well, try this. I love this, than this. And this is so much healthier than using that stick of butter. Use a cup of applesauce, organic applesauce. I mean, there's just so many cool tips that I love. And, everyone says you have fans in every state, literally every state, and you're global now. And I love that, because we are connecting and trying different things. A woman in Texas may make a chili with a whole chocolate bar, while a woman in Pennsylvania may use some organic cocoa powder. And so it is really neat just to see how everybody's cooking, and then also how we're coming together for health tips or just good old tasting tips as well.
And so when people go to your website, for those that haven't been there, and what can they expect to find there? Obviously there's the recipes, but also this incredible community, right?
Yeah, it's like, you're going to this cooking page, and a lot of people I know when I started it, they kept saying to me, like, why are you making that cooking page? Like, there's a million out there. And why are you making these because I also run mom sites all over the U.S. that we buy, sell, and trade called Mommy's Club. And a lot of people are like, why are you doing that? There's so many of those out there. Well, I said, there's not many of me out there, though. And the way we run it is like, it's a different community. You're coming to a cooking page, but when you do come there, you feel so welcome. And there's not just cooking tips. There's do-it-yourself ideas. There's, women swapping recipes or sharing a blog. Like, we love to share women entrepreneurs all around the world, authors, men and women. We have a lot of college guys that are even calling saying, Lisa, I'm crocking in the dorm room, So it's like we're helping each other. We give these tips, but we also offer life tips, do-it-yourself stuff. Like, Lauren, you're going to be doing some guest articles and a column. Like, we're working together on some fun Q&As. And not only are we bringing to our website and our page just recipes, but we're also bringing lifestyle stuff as well that we can all connect. Because what's great about my site is there's not negativity. And when you get home from a long day of work or whatever you were doing all day, and you want to go on the internet and you want to go to some of your favorite pages on Facebook, we want you to keep coming back to us and our page because it's light. You've been stressed and you've been handling life things all day long. We want our space to be somewhere you come to and you can just relax and get amazing information for you to put in your house and bring to your family. And I feel what I love about our fans is anybody that's on there looking for life tips or recipes or anything, I mean, you're bettering yourself. And on top of it, you're part of our community, which our community, I can't even explain it. It's so positive, and just we come together. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm sure you've heard the saying, Lisa, that it takes 10 years to become an overnight success, right?
I don't think I've ever heard that. I thought it was even longer.
But you've done it in 3.5 years. Just incredible. What are some of the things that you feel have helped you contribute to becoming so successful so quickly? And I know it wasn't your intention. You set out, with the goodness of your heart to help people and whatever, but it's exploded. What are some of the things that you feel have helped you grow that?
I think, like I said before, I started making the community, and then after making the community, I kind of got out there as well and started networking more, I feel like meeting different people as well has helped me. It's like I'm on this journey to this Wizard of Oz empire, I feel sometimes. And I always tell everyone I can't explain it. It feels like I'm on this road to the empire, and while I am going there on this yellow brick road, all these people keep coming on my journey. And everyone, that's why I always tell everybody, find mentors. Go out and network and communicate with others. Because from there, I have done a radio, from someone maybe saying, Lisa, I love your page. Let me put you on radio. Or, hey, right. Lisa, let me do a magazine article. And I think I built this beautiful community, and we were already at 500,000. We were at 500,000, and it was without any advertisement. I built this all organically. And
sorry to interrupt, but that's just something I want to stress is that you built this organically, no paid advertising, nothing. Like it literally.
Yes, the only overhead I had was just the .com and my time invested in all the tweeting and Facebook posting and all of that. But other than that, yeah, and so what happened is this amazing community was just blowing up itself. It started getting bigger, and I would go places and people would say, my friend from Texas is on your page. And then I would see someone else I have about 9 people from college that live in California that are all like you, and they don't even know who you are. And so I started noticing people were sharing our page more, and then also just people coming to us saying, Lisa, I love what you're doing. You're empowering people. It's a positivity message. We're so done with the drama, and what you're bringing is real life, and you're featuring women. I didn't make it about myself. What I did, it was my passion. And I wanted to help people, and that came from me. But everything else, I built this space, and it's like the women and men built it together. They were passionate about it. They loved it too. They loved my message, and it felt like I'm from a small town, and it's funny because our page seems like it's a small town, but we're reaching 8 million people, and we're just kind to each other. And so they started doing it themselves too. When you have something that you put your love and your energy into, and you believe in it, and your page is, you're giving good content. You have to give good content to your fans. Yes, I could have sold so many things to everybody, but I haven't. I didn't want that. It was a page to support each other. So, yes, now when I have products, yeah, they're ready to buy stuff. They're like, when are you having a book? When are you having products? But I just let them build it and have a great community. They started sharing my page because they believed in it. So it started going viral all over the United States into the global world. And then also radio would come and magazines, and they would come to me, and we would just start branching out. And then also just networking, communicating, getting back with like your mentors, like I said. And that's kind of how it all blossomed from there.
And I mean, it's just a phenomenal story. But what I also know is that it's how much and how passionate and how much you care about your community. Because I know you've shared with me that you were offered close to 7 figures for someone to buy your page, and you didn't.
Yes.
That's just such an incredible reflection of the person you are and how much you really care about that community, that you weren't going to, I mean, that's a huge amount of money for a page. And, I mean, as you say, there wasn't a doubt that, you didn't think about it twice, about not taking it.
Yes, I actually had even a celebrity come to me and want to buy my page. I had multiple companies come to me, and I was only at 500,000 then, but our reach was amazing, and it's still amazing, and we're reaching millions, because in Facebook you can have your likes, but you also have your reach, which is so cool. And so our reach is just huge. I mean, I did one post one day, and it hit 2.5 million people just for one post that was never paid. And so these companies, they wanted to buy my page. And yeah, I mean, I was going through student debt. I have a master's degree. My son was sick. I'm a therapist. So when I didn't work, I didn't get paid. And it was so stressful, financially for us. But I just felt like I believed in this community and thinking, you know what, this is more than money. I feel like, and it has been, a lot of times they're like, wow, you worked 3 years for free. You did all this for free. I mean, now I'm, making, I'm monetizing my business, and I'm doing well, but it was so hard before, but I didn't care. I did it because I was passionate about it, and I felt we had something. And I think in business or in life, whatever you're doing, if you feel in your gut, no matter what, this is it, I'm going to do it, you can do it. Don't ever let anybody doubt you. And I know I want to get emotional about this, but don't ever let anybody take your dreams from you, because look at what I'm doing. We're about to go on a national television show. We're doing network negotiations and radio and amazing things. And if I would have gave up and just took that money, and sometimes it is right to sell. It's okay. But I mean, for me, at that time, and even now, I would never go back. I am glad I made that decision. I'm glad I believed in myself and that I never gave up, because look what comes from not giving up.
And there are 2 huge messages there in that. And one is to do what you love and what you're passionate about. And I know we spoke about this the other day as well. It's like me with my coaching. There is nothing else that I could or would or want to do. This is, it's what I love to do, and I can't even imagine doing anything else. So, that you share that in that doing what you're passionate about. But the other huge thing is not giving up, because it's very seldom is smooth sailing without incredible challenges that go with creating what you've created. And, to just keep going because you believe in what you're doing. And I think so often people give up too soon, you know. And as
Yeah,
you
I
say,
agree.
influenced by other people and who don't have the same vision and ambition